I talk, you listen. Welcome to my one-man panel of madness. Hey everyone, this is Dr. Geohu, and alright, so it's the Sunday of Ascension of the Cybermen, okay? So, of course, I'm staying completely clear of any kind of spoilers. It's still early on the East Coast. West Coast. I'm on the West Coast, sorry. And so, I was thinking about what am I expecting from this episode. Okay, so we have a 10-episode series, which, I don't know, it kind of sucks. I was so used to having 12 and 13 episodes. So, you might say, well, it's just 2 less episodes. But you know what? I need my Doctor Who fix. I really do. And now that I know that we just have today and next week, and then that's it until, sometime 2021. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I love Cybermen. Like, for me, Cybermen are like Doctor Who. It's just like the Daleks. My favorite would have to be the Daleks. I'm a huge Dalek mania fan, I just think they're pretty cool. These little aliens and, I don't know, little tanks. They're squiggly, look like a little octopus with one eye, whatever. Or a claw, depending on which episode you're watching. But the Cybermen have always been really creepy in the sense that they're, it's kind of like the Borg, right? Like on Star Trek. I remember when the Borg came out, they were terrifying because they had no individuality. They were stripped of any sense of themselves, and it's pretty scary to live that way. So it was the same with the Cybermen, they're just, it's like they mean good. I mean, they want to remove our, afflictive emotions and have us sort of be at peace. So I've always liked, like one of my favorite episodes is The Tomb of the Cybermen. Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor, Victoria, Jamie. It's just a great episode. Like, I love it. I was watching it this morning. I've been doing a bit of a kind of a marathon of Cybermen episodes. Dark Water as well. So I do find them scary and spooky in the sense that they want to remove everything you are. And I believe that we need our emotions. We need our feelings, right? Because that's how we know. That's how we live. That's what makes us unique in who we are. So it's terrifying when someone tries to take those away from you and make you fit into this form, right? So what am I expecting from this episode? Like I mentioned last week, the lone Cyberman, to me, is a lot creepier than the run-of-the-mill Cyberman. Because he has his emotions still. Which is a good thing because he didn't kill that baby. But it's still terrifying because now they have these emotions. Plus they have this, cyborg, physique, strength. So what's stopping them? The cyber war. Okay, what are we going to see with that? Good question. I think it's been talked about a few times. There was an episode back with the, what was it? It was a 7th, no, I'm sorry. It was the 11th Doctor. Sorry, I was thinking about Silver Nemesis, but that wasn't it. And I'm really trying to remember what episode it was, but there was an episode where they discussed the cyber war, and I could be wrong, but it was in the 11th Doctor's final series. And, it was Nightmare in Silver. Sorry, see, I was thinking about Silver, but not Silver Nemesis. It just came to me. But I think there was a mention of some kind of war, and that had to do with the Cybermen. So that's all I can really think of. So I've done some kind of reviewing back to see if there was anything major about a war or anything like that. And I really haven't found much. But so it'd be cool to see what is going on. What are the Cybermen doing, and will this be a major event? I'm really hoping it is a major event. I don't know if anyone is going to die in it. I think we've been talking a lot about possibly some of the companions being killed or leaving at the end of these 2 2-part finale. They could also be messing with us now that we know, they confirmed that they are going to start filming in this September for possibly a fall 2021 release. So that gives everybody ample time to do what they need to do personally and still be back in time for September. So even though a lot of people are talking about Tosin Cole not coming back because of, him doing that new series and so forth, which we learned at Gallifrey 1, there's plenty of time for him to film an entire season of a series from now till September. And, still have time to film on Doctor Who. So I don't know. I think it's going to be something we've never seen before, and I really hope, because that's what I want to see. It was kind of like with the Time War. If you remember when, they started mentioning the Time War with the Ninth Doctor, and it was mentioned again with the 10th Doctor. But it wasn't until the 50th anniversary that we finally got to see what the Time War was all about. We've only heard whispers, rumors, all these little kind of notes about it and stuff, but we never actually had seen it. So I was really, really happy when the 50th came around and it was about the Time War, because I wanted to see what was going on. So this Cyber War, is it just Earthbound? I mean, it might start at planet Earth and it may go through the entire galaxy, because, that would make it a giant war, not just, well, the Cyber War happened on Earth. So I'm hoping for a lot of explanations. It's like I'm really excited for this whole Cyberman thing, but I'm really wanting more on Ruth, Joe Martin's Doctor, because that's the only thing I've really been thinking about since episode 5 with the Jadoon, and that's all I can think about. I know that we have to have this Cyberman story, but I really want to know. I just want to know who she is, where she comes from. Is she really going to be a doctor from the, before the first Doctor? Is she some kind of season 6B plan? Is she another universe? And also the idea of the timeless child. We've been talking about this now since the last series, right? And I mean, we had a little nugget of, the Doctor hearing on the planet Desolation, she doesn't know, the timeless child. And then, of course, the Master brings it back up. I'd like to see the Master come back. I'd like to see Sacha Dhawan again as the Master. Hopefully, either in this episode or next week's episode, which, they keep billing as it's going to be explosive, and it better be. Because when you have something so hyped up, if it fails, I would hate to be Chris Chibnall. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's actually going to be perhaps explosive, and even a bit. If we do get more answers about Dr. Ruth, and it is kind of the way that I think it might be going, then I believe some people are going to be a bit upset if they do kind of break canon completely. So I don't know. I don't know if this episode today is going to have that much information about Dr. Ruth and the Timeless Child. So I know it's probably going to focus more on this cyber war. I want to, what happened? The Doctor made this mess. Now she's got to clean it up. I want to know more about it, and hopefully some more answers, which I'm told from various sources, from Entertainment Weekly on to Radio Times, from interviews with Chris Chibnall, that we are going to get some answers. But again, there's always lies. So I don't know. We will see. We're just a few hours away from it being released here on the West Coast, so we don't get it until about 8 p.m. if we get it through BBC America. So we'll see. I'm hoping that it's going to be a good episode, a great episode, and get some answers. That's all I have right now. That's my ramble for right now. But we'll see right after the episode airs. So stay tuned.